Hey YouTube, it's me, Sister Girl Tuesday, and we are continuing our holiday favorites. As you can see, I'm fully in the spirit now. I just decorated my tree and put up a couple of decorations around my apartment. Last week I welcomed in the holidays with you by sharing some sweet treats that you can make. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to check it out. I'm gonna find a way to drop a little link or something right here so you can do that. But today I'm doing more of like a meal type thing. So I'm making this barbecue vegetarian loaf, and it's gonna be paired with some mashed potatoes and some asparagus, and it's really good. I actually shared some with my friend today and we tore it up. I mean, like, these plates were clean, there was no leftovers, it was just that good. So if you're kind of intrigued at what this holiday meal, is looking like or tasting like, just keep watching. It's really good, so I hope you enjoy this video.
To get started, you'll need to take one medium onion and chop it up into small pieces. Next, you'll take an entire stick of margarine or butter and put that in a medium to high heat pan and add your onions, and you're going to saute those together. The next step is to take 6 loaves of whole wheat bread and to cut them into cubes. You can cut the crust off, I didn't and it still came out fine. And then you're gonna add this to your saute pan with your onions and butter. I know it sounds kind of weird to saute bread, but just go with it, guys. It works out in the end, okay? Now that they're all sauteed together, the bread and the onions, go ahead and add it to a large bowl. And next you're gonna add 1 can of the Worthington vegetarian burger, and then you're gonna add an entire packet of cheese, which should be 8 ounces or 2 cups, and mix all of that together. At this point, you'll also want to add some garlic powder to this mixture. Then you'll crack in your 4 eggs and mix that into your cheese, bread, and veggie meat mixture. As far as ingredients, that's really it. You're gonna go ahead and add it to your pan. I've lined my pan with some parchment paper, and then go ahead and just add the mixture and then pat it down so that way you got a flat surface to add your glaze. I know in the intro I called it a barbecue glaze, but it's really a sweet and sour. So to make our glaze, you're gonna add a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of ketchup, and a 1/2 cup of water, and mix all that together. I made this 2 ways, and the second way that I made it, I added about a tablespoon, or roughly, of some Jamaican Jerk Seasoning to just give it an extra kick. But it tastes great both ways. Now that you've completed your glaze, go ahead and pour it over your meatloaf, and then in your oven that's preheated to 350 degrees, bake it for 45 minutes, and then I put it on broil for like 5 minutes so that the top layer was kind of crusted over. For the mashed potatoes, if you've watched my potato taco video, you know exactly how I made these potatoes in the microwave in just a few minutes. So now that my potatoes are softened, I'm just going to go ahead and add some butter and mash them together with a fork. Next, I just added a generous dollop or 2 of some sour cream, which I think gives a really nice flavor to mashed potatoes, and mix that in there. And you know me that one of my go-to ingredients is some Bragg's liquid aminos, so I added that, followed by a good mix, of course, and then I added my basic seasonings. I've got some garlic powder, I've got some onion powder, and some Italian seasoning, followed by a pinch of salt and a little black pepper. And that's really it. After that, your mashed potatoes are good to go. For the asparagus, I kept it real simple. I just went ahead and lined a cookie sheet with some foil, spread out my asparagus, and then I took 2 capfuls of some olive oil and spread that over them. I added some Bragg's liquid aminos, because you know me, my basic seasonings, garlic powder, and a little onion powder. And then I just kind of rolled that all together and put them in my oven that was still at 350 degrees, and just kind of watch them. They really only need to be in there for just a couple of minutes. And that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that some of these items will make it onto your holiday spread.